Hey guys, Kat here with Standing Stone, and we are back for another collar conditioning video with Hex. He's like, no, we're going on the treadmill, I guess. Look at him.
You're a dork.
Kat here with Standing Stone, and we are back for another collar conditioning video with Hex. He is 17 weeks old, and we have been doing collar conditioning in an enclosed environment and just repping that. He's really good at responding to vibrate, but he can still get distracted through the vibrate at times, so something we're still working on. Today we're actually going to incorporate calling him back and forth between two people. So Ethan is going to be my assistant. He's going to help call Hex back and forth, and then I'd like to move the session from inside in this controlled environment where we've been doing most of his collar conditioning to outside to start generalizing this behavior. So not only is he generalizing it in a sense of he's coming to multiple people, even though I'll be the one running the transmitter, we'll also be able to move that outside. We're probably still going to incorporate a check cord when we move outside, just so that we can have a little more control over that situation. But we're going to show you what that looks like today. I've got the DT Systems DD700 again. I'm going to get that fit properly on him like before. This is something that I've noticed when I've been putting his collar on. I've talked about him being calm and collected through that process, and I've noticed my transmitter a lot of time hangs down and is a distraction. So I want to get that out of the way so it's not enticing him to struggle and wiggle around a lot. So settle down, buddy. Because anything your puppy's doing, they're conditioning themselves to, and I don't want him to be conditioned to struggling and flailing and being a pain in the butt to get his collar on. So get that collar on properly. Again, well, it's a little loose. See how I can get 4 fingers under there? I want it probably 1 hole tighter so that it's a proper fit. Okay, we got that there. Perfect. And I'm going to flip that strap again back up through this buckle here so that it's out of the way, not a distraction, not something he can get a hold of. There, I've got my 3 fingers. It's a nice fit up around the smallest part of his neck, so we've got good contact, good connection. But I don't want to cut this because our antenna runs through that strap, and that actually gives us our range. So we've got, again, places in here that can be a distraction. He's just going to chill out and hang out on a platform under there. If this becomes a problem, we'll modify, but I don't see it causing any issues for us. So I'm going to try and remember to raise the transmitter when I'm using it and lower it when I'm not using it. So Hex, vibrates on. Hex, here. Good. Good boy. As soon as he gets to me, the collar shuts off. Good boy. So even though he was still up under that table for a little bit and wasn't immediately coming to me, I didn't shut the collar off. I gave him a little encouragement to, hey, come to me. And he got off those platforms and came right to me. So, and you found a feather on your nose. So watch out. The floor is slippery, huh? Okay, so now Ethan's going to give him an opportunity to come to him, and I'll run the transmitter for Ethan.
Hex, here. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
So Ethan's done some of his training sessions in the past, which is important to incorporate multiple people into your training so that he can learn to handle for other people other than just you. So he's over sniffing, distracted by the cameras, so I'm going to just call him to me here. Hex. Here. Good boy. Oh. So this is a good opportunity to say, hey, you just did a drive-by. I shut the collar off, but immediately when he drove by me, past me, I pushed the button to turn it right back on. So something for me to be aware of if he's going to try and do that. I'm not going to allow him to condition that behavior of to me and then just immediately darting away. So to be ready with that transmitter, not to release that button until he's actually to me. Good.
Hex, here. Good boy. Good boy.
Very exuberant little puppy. Hex here. So little distracted camera person. Hex, Hex, Hex. So I did not let off the vibrate that time. Good. Because I was anticipating he was just going to dart around me like a little bucking bronco. And he's got distractions in here. And that's why we haven't gotten to the point of, okay, buddy, proofing the collar yet, where we've used any level of stimulation with him. It's just all been vibrate. Hey, 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 stop that. So lots of distractions. We haven't gotten to the proofing process with him. We're still in that generalization process of the collar conditioning. But once we get to the point of proofing it, those are the situations where if the vibrate's not enough to pull his focus, I can increase the stimulation. We're just not there yet with him. I'll go ahead and call him out, or you can, whoever.
Hex. Come on. Come here, come here, come here. Come on. Hex. Come on. Hex, hex, hex. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hex. Come on. Hex. Good. Good boy.
So guys, we're going to modify our training session here. Throw this check cord back on him so that if he tries to just go up there and hang out on a platform, we can easily redirect him a little bit with that check cord.
Hex, hex, hex. Here. Good boy. Oh, no. Come here, come here, come here. Good. Good boy.
Trying to do a little bit of darting, a little bit of that drive-by stuff, keep away stuff. Hex. Hex. Here. Good boy. Good job. Good. Good. Okay.
Hex, hex, hex. Hey, 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 hey. Come on. Come on.
I'm trying to give you your check cord.
Hex, hex. Come on. Come here, come here, come here. Hex, hex. Hex, hex, hex. Come on. Come here, come here, come here. Good boy. Good job.
So we helped him with that recall rep. He did a lot more standing and staring at Ethan, but we worked through it there. So we'll do a few more reps here. Hex. Good boy. Good boy.
It's just an obvious example of, again, who has done the majority of the training and why we recommend to incorporate everybody. And though I have done some, Kat has done most of his training. Hex, hex, hex. Come on, come on, come on. Come here, come here. Good boy. Good boy, good boy, good boy. I'm holding my here because he's really not doing a good job for me. If he was willingly coming, we can add that in. But he's not 100% that here is an automatic thing at this point.
Not an automatic response to the collar for you at this point. And something else to mention with Ethan utilizing that check cord, he's not just reeling him in constant pressure like a fish. He's just using it a little bit as a redirect, like, hey, get your feet moving. Okay, your feet are moving now. No more pressure until you can kind of finish this recall rep on your own. So we're going to see if I can call him out from under the table for me, or if I'm going to have to use a check cord. So we'll give it a go here. Hex. 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 Come on, bud. Here. Good boy. Good job. Good job. So just got him a little movement going with that check cord.
Hex. Hex. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hex. Hex, 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 hex. He says Mom's right here, though. Hex. Hey. Hex. 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 Here. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. All right. Hex. 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 I'm not going to let him just wander around the edge of the room and kind of stumble into me. Here. Good boy. That's much better. Good boy. Go.
Hex. Here. You can see a drastically different response between me and Ethan. So this is something that we're going to help him work through and understand he can respond to the caller when Ethan's calling him the same way he can respond to me.
Hex. Hex. Hey, 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 hey. Hex. Hex. Here. I'm trying to dodge at the last minute, but good.
So something that I want to try is let's switch spots.
Is he just more excited at running to this end of the room?
Yeah, we'll just evaluate. He's like, no, I'm just excited for
Mom.
Mom.
No, I just like my mama. Hex. Hex. Here. Good boy. That's really good. Okay.
So this is something too, like he's coming back to me, anticipating already coming to me. I'm not going to push the button. I'm not going to call him to me. We're going to let Ethan call another rep to him.
Hex. 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 Here. Good job. That's really good, dude.
Coming to Mom isn't your safety net. Responding to who's calling you is what we need to do. Hex. Here.
Good.
Good boy. Good. Good.
Hex. 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 Hey, 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 hey. Hex. Here. Good boy. You can see that commitment start to happen.
Right there.
Kind
Not
of gauging off of that.
And he's not continuing to try and skirt you and avoid and
Hex. 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 Here. No. Here. Vibrate running the whole time, right up until he gets here. Good. Okay. And this is going to be very normal. Okay, this is going to happen in your sessions. You're going to see dog is going to commit to one direction pretty consistently and just do a handful of recalls back to whoever they're not interested in going to at this time. Hex. 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 Hey, hey, hey. Hex. Here. Come on. Here. Good boy. That's a good boy. No. Go ahead.
Hex. Hex. Here. Atta boy. Good job.
Hex. 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 Hey, 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 hey. Hex. Here. Good. Good boy.
I'm going to call him back to me one more time. Hex. 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 Here. Good boy. Good job. We're going to call that a session. Obviously, he is needing more work. He is not there on a collar conditioning standpoint. We're not ready to move outside. And that's just an evaluation of the session and how he responded to it and how much progress we made today.
Absolutely.
So, thanks guys for watching. I'm Kat the dog trainer.
I'm the guy with the pink gun.
And we'll see you in the next video.